So it is spring. It's like officially spring. We're back on a property that we did a couple episodes in the fall. And if you remember, I'm going to turn this around. This is the location that we had a lot of items that were in this big, huge field back here. You can see Steve. And I was connecting with, apparently, I always hate kind of saying this, but it's the truth, a servant woman that led me. She had come out from the property back here, like a little section, and led me to one of the fields in the back. So it's a beautiful day, and we decided that we would come back here and check it out for potentially episode 3. And Steve has a signal already. What is that?
See if you can guess what it is.
What is it? Aspirin? It's a spoon. No.
Would have been part of a whole bunch of spoons.
Tablespoon.
Yeah, it's missing the.
Oh my lord!
It's missing the cup and the.
I couldn't see it fully, but look at that.
I don't know if it was a teaspoon or a tablespoon.
Teaspoon or tablespoon. Well, that's kind of a unique thing. We haven't found one of these before. Again, you said too, though, that this is, you thought that the main homestead was over here.
Yeah,
so
and that wasn't that.
That's kind of
so.
interesting. There you go.
And we can add to that we have a new metal detector.
Oh yeah.
That we're trying out. So I'm kind of like digging everything to learn what the different signals are. So that one there was actually a pretty good signal. It was a 55-ish. So I still haven't learned yet 100% with the new detector.
Right.
But we'll see what we can find.
So we did get to do a couple episodes in December, which was insane, and we've had a really good winter so far. And it just feels good to have the snow gone. I think we're out of the woods, because us New Englanders, last year in March, we had 3 feet of snow, almost 4 feet of snow, and a real fluke snowstorm. This is new detector. Hopefully I'll have really good luck with it this year. It's in the hand. Nope. It's amazing, these locations, because we've done this particular field 3 times and wanted to come back here.
Well, there's
You
so
can't
much
do, I mean, it's a
finding.
huge field, so you can't do it all in one visit. Oh, wow.
Looks like a piece of an old exhaust pipe or something. Why it would be out here, I don't know, but...
Interesting. No clue.
Filming or
Yeah,
not?
go ahead.
No, that one of the owners was known for having, like, lots of vehicles and...
On this land? Or,
I think so, yeah.
yeah.
So that could explain the frequent car park.
Get the old apple tree. Wow. It's just gorgeous. So he's got his headphones on just because he wanted to try to eliminate all the signals and the tones, at least for today. So Steve was just commenting again about how, you know, if you remember, if you guys didn't watch the other videos on this, this field, but that spot right there, it's interesting. You know, that it's raised, the soil's different. We found, we never did determine what those pieces of metal that we found, they were almost like caps. We found quite a few of them in that spot. Well, sometimes you have to dig through the junk. You never know what's around it, underneath it. Sometimes the junk's actually pretty cool. You know, unless you're only looking for coins.
That's funny because this one here, there's this big, probably a fender.
He has some cool properties lined up this spring, this year. Some old homesteads, cool cellar holes.
Yeah, moving it. I'm not going to go any further on that one.
No?
No, because it's... Well, there's a piece of
pottery?
Yep.
Oh, that's neat.
And you can see down in there when I move the stuff that it's just a big... It's moving way back here, so it's...
Maybe it's a chest full of coins. Like a real treasure. That is something that intrigues me, though. Do you think of, like, back in that time where when you had old coins, you probably buried them on your land. You probably had a chest someplace that you did that. So that's a hubcap? What is it?
It would appear to be a frying pan, but maybe no. It's the cover off a milk jug.
Oh, cool. Well, see, I think that's interesting.
Which might actually have a tag on it. Sometimes on the, I've never experienced it on the top before, but on the sides of them, which the jugs would be with a handle, they have a a tag. So I guess my understanding is that when they sent the milk to the creamery or wherever they sent it, this would be the way that they would know
what farm it is, or what homestead.
Yeah,
what family.
And there is writing on the top of it.
I can see a little bit on the top. I don't know if you guys can really.
There's a B and an R.
Well, this would actually be helpful to date at least somebody that was living on this land. We have some information on some of the names, but not all of them. I probably will never be able to find the identity of the woman that I've talked to here, but it would be neat to know whose land this was. There's a whole bunch on there. We'll definitely have to clean this up so you guys can see it. And I can see the B very clearly.
There's a B and it looks like an R. And then down here looks like farm. There's an F and an A. Unfortunately, it's beyond that. It's a little bit tough to read, but what I might do is just leave it here, and then when we're done, I'll come back, I'll knock the dirt out of it and take it with us and see if we can get it dried up so we can read it.
I'm glad you dug it up. That's neat. So that might place some identity to the farm that was here.
Potentially. Sort of building here too.
Oh, up there, yeah. Well, that was the area that the lady originally, the spirit lady, came from. She came from back there, but she was pointing to her dwelling, which she didn't own, but they lived in, which was back there.
There's a lot of stuff.
So she might have been working back there. I mean, she was a worker. She definitely worked on the... She said that she cooked, she cleaned. Just for those of you that maybe didn't watch the other episodes, we did 2 previously for this field or this property. And she was very shy, and she just kind of came out of the woods to see me, and then led me to where her house was.
I've noticed this before where there's glass.
Oh yeah.
But again, that looks to me like automotive glass, like part of a windshield or something. I don't know. You see how thick it is?
Yep. Wow.
So and there is a I'd say that was probably a piece of trim off of a car or something. Chrome plated.
So I'm not even digging, but there's, just noticed back in the woods here, there is an old car. Let me go up to it. So here is the car parts in the woods. Isn't that cool? You're gonna hear in the background this woman that's walking her dog. Who knows what kind of car it is? Pretty neat though. There's Steve. Now you guys can see what we're talking about better. This coloring. Of this like mound.
Back there to it, where it rises up, kind of
like right there above the rock. Tyler's small engine's going to be happy in Antrim, New Hampshire. Promo, shout out for him.
shout out to Tyler.
Yep. Hey, we got to get him to sponsor. Get him to sponsor us. Be one of our sponsors.
He'd say, I gave you a shirt.
Give you a shirt. Have to dig for all these ones. Oh, is it right there? Yep.
It's like some sort of a old can. Makes me think of a pepper can, you know what I mean? Like a...
Yep. That part of it? Must be.
Yep. No pepper left in it.
What kind of signal is this one?
Just a 30, mid-30s. mysterious. It's one of those things.
Oh, it's one of those caps.
We gotta figure out what those are.
Yeah, because the last time we had maybe 4 or 5 of them that we found.
Yeah, because we almost thought that they might be something that they used on like a piece of furniture or something. Because they have holes in them.
Yeah. It's pretty cool looking though. I don't know if you guys know what this thing is.
I have to find a good forum to get on.
Yeah.
So that you can share that stuff
It doesn't
and say,
have.
hey, anybody find these? You might try that thing. I don't know. It didn't seem to work very well on my phone, but that. Do you still have that thing on there?
Oh, actually I do. The item finder. Yeah, now we live in the world of apps. The Google thing. I'll try it and see.
But I don't remember exactly how many of those we found. But
Quite a few.
But I mean,
neat.
if you think about it, if it was on a piece of furniture or something like a... The only thing I could think of is, you know how sometimes they were like more on a modern day thing, but like if you had a drawer that slid or something, where you drill a hole, this thing would go into it and you'd stick your finger in and slide the drawer open.
Mystery item. But there were a lot of them here, or at least in this particular area.
Yeah, it was right in this spot too. Kind of like all over the place, but chattery kind of. Saw it.
Oh. Oh, look at that.
It's the first pork chop of the year.
That's cool.
Oxen shoe. Ox shoe. That's kind of neat. It's still got the nails in it.
It's pretty neat. What the heck is it? It's more pottery. Cool.
Yeah, put the stuff in this hole.
Drop box. So what is that? That's one of the items.
I think that's probably it. Just that it's bigger.
Part of something. And there it is. This is what he's finding. It's an old...
So because it's so big.
Yeah, makes sense. some sort of a pot. So we're standing at what would have been more than likely part of the original road. With this area over here being where that lady led me up to. Stated that she lived. He's actually in the road. And then the field that we just came up from is back there.
Looks like he elusive.
Yep.